Before the video starts, I would recommend the Holy Bible to read at the end of video. Please check out the link in the description. In today's message, the Father says, I am separating you from all illegitimate authority and the opinions of others that are not sanctified. You should not give yourself permission to be swayed by the opinions of other people or by the pressures that are felt by your contemporaries. Always remember to respond with your most profound yes and amen to my still small voice that is ever whispering to you, this is the way, walk ye in it. By doing so, you will encounter the crucified life that leads ever so faithfully to a throne experience for you right here and right now, rather than just waiting until you get to heaven. I ask that you continue to put your faith in me and acknowledge that my ways are the only way for your life. In the midst of all the chaos and conflict that is going on around you, be sure that you keep your eyes on me and that your ears are tuned into what I am saying. Despite the fact that you should love others around you, you should keep your complete trust in me and what I am doing in your circumstances. When you put all of your faith in other people, you frequently end up being let down and experiencing grief. You should be aware that those individuals have attempted to curse you by their words, but you are not cursed. I declare over you by decree on this day that you are extremely blessed beyond all comprehension. Due to the fact that you are Abraham's descendant and heir, you are entitled to the rights that are associated with being a king. It is important to keep in mind that although other people may let you down, I will never abandon you. You have my support. However, despite the fact that you may not always be able to locate me in a given circumstance, you are never truly alone. I have not abandoned you, nor will I ever abandon you, and I will never leave you feeling confused, vulnerable, or abandoned. Take a look around you and notice that there are a great many people who are rooting for you and supporting you. These individuals greatly outnumber any bad forces that are attempting to tear you down. It is I who will save you, and I am still alive. The promise of change has been made, and it will be realized. Consequently, have patience and remain unshakable in your anticipation that my kindness will be brought to bear on the situation you are in. Do not give in to the temptation of deviating from the road you have chosen. Uphold your godly posture with unwavering determination, and do not make any concessions. Be careful, for not all nice things are in accordance with the principles that guide our kingdom. It is imperative that you cling to the teachings and values of our kingdom, since they are the most reliable means of achieving triumph and success. Yes, there is the element of uncertainty, and I am aware that you do not enjoy being under pressure. In any case, proceed onward. Throughout everything, you will always have my unflinching love and support. Keep your attention fixed on the opportunities that change presence, and be aware that you are never going through this trip by yourself. As long as you continue to defend the principles of our kingdom and remain committed to the road that I have laid out for you, victory is waiting for you. Let's be unpredictable today, as the Father has instructed us to do, will we? Your life will not be boring, predictable, or monotonous because I have not called you to that. I am a God who is active, and I am active in the midst of my people as the storm that comes from heaven, blowing out all of the dust and trash that is associated with older lives. Dearly beloved, I have summoned you to brand new existence. You have not been summoned to march in a single direction within my kingdom. You have been given the opportunity to move forward, to surge forward, with the knowledge that I have equipped you, called you, and empowered you to accomplish a great deal more than you have ever experienced in your existence. Accomplish, not think to yourself, the time has passed, the time has passed. Or that, this is the work that others are called to do, because the time that I have set aside for you is right now. I am a God who is present in the here and now, and it is at this very moment that I am bringing myself to you in such a way that you will no longer be able to remain still. Leave the place where you have been resting. Behold, the shackles and restraints that are associated with the mundane are being broken. Your sails are being filled with the fresh breeze of my spirit, which is invigorating you and preparing you for an assignment that is far different from what you have experienced in previous seasons. Before the video continue, I request you to join my channel for my financial help or by super thanks. Therefore, rise up and go out into the mission that heaven has for you. Stop thinking about what you are going to say or do, as well as what is going to happen next. It is important that you are open to being surprised by the difficulties I put you through and the outcomes I provide. Within the boundaries of my kingdom, you are referred to as planters, waterers, harvesters, and adventurers. A retreat is taking place in the domain of darkness. The administration of my throne is growing, therefore, you must go out into the wilderness of an unregenerate world and enforce the peace that my throne has been establishing. I want you to be an ambassador of both my peace and my power. How come I have not phoned you? Do I not provide you with the necessary resources? Is it not possible for you to come back with the numerous sheaves that you have gathered from the flames and brought into my pile? The fulfillment of your portion and your happiness will be ensured if you agree with this destiny, which is your destiny. In today's message, the Father declares, I am working myself into perfection within you. I am both the beginning and the conclusion of your existence. A physical manifestation of the whole of the Godhead resides inside you, establishing a connection between you and who I am and illuminating the work that I am doing in your life. It is the Father who says, receive my greatness. Within me, neither a shadow of turning nor a variableness can be imagined. Your head and heart should be open to everything that I am revealing about myself to you at this very moment. Keep your heart open. To fill and flood every element of your life today and every day coming forward, my worth and my grandeur are the resources of heaven. I am the source of everything that you might need. To put it another way, this is what the fullness of Him that filleth all in all looks like, my lovely. Consequently, come with a heart that is completely surrendered to who I am and what I am doing in your presence today. The answer is yes. Give my spirit your yes and amen response. You are in my presence, and I am pondering the depths of your soul while I hover over you. Let there be is the phrase that I am uttering, and you will witness the creation as well as the reconstruction of your happiness and blessing. At that moment, you will be able to grasp the very essence of what it is that you have been longing for. You will rise to the same level that you bow. In the event that you give up control of the ending, the conclusion that I have in mind for you will be safe. My dearly beloved, this is the way that leads to success. The end of this process will deposit you in the manifest reality of being seated, acknowledged, and anchored at my right hand. This is the process. Today, the Father tells you that I have called you to a life that is apart from others. Between the realm of darkness and the realm of light, there is a boundary that serves as a delineation. You are now in the native habitat of my glory, having been transported from the world that has been corrupted. And not only in the world that is yet to come, but also in the life that you are living right now, my glory is your part and your strength. It is possible that you are a member of the society of men, but you do not belong to the society of men. Your inheritance is in me, your hope is in me, and you are in me and I am you. Thus, you are a child of light and not a child of darkness. As a result, you should completely isolate yourself from any and all contaminating influences. Be conscious of the fact that there is no connection between light and darkness. You have been given the responsibility of bringing light to those who are still in darkness, but you cannot share in their ignorance or become one with those who are unaware of the truth that I am here inside you. I adore them. Be a witness for them. It is your responsibility to proclaim the gospel to them, but you must keep your bounds and borders in me. Says the Father, this is the moment to ascend to a higher level. You have reached a point of maturity where you are able to think and act in a manner that became acceptable in the days that have passed. Putting aside things that are juvenile will result in a significant increase in the amount of power and grace that you have in your life. You have expressed a desire for more of my spirit to be present in your life, and it is available to you as long as you create place for me in your thoughts, your actions, and your feelings to be present. You are now entering the elevated environment of greater fame, and the concessions and exemptions that you received in the past are now no longer applicable. Instead of exchanging the weight of my glory, even the kabod weight, you should refuse to make the transaction of earthly trivialities, which are of a lower value. Get your body moving. Invigorate oneself. Awaken to the correctness of law. Adapt and take on the mentality, the mind that is already present within you, which is the mind that I walked in when I was on earth. By acting in this manner, you will enter a new and more profound reality of who I am in your life, and you will be able to enjoy the benefits of your obedience. Today, the Father has revealed to you that there is a hidden location that is open to you at this very moment. Under the protection of my wings, there is a hidden location where I conceal you. In me, there is a place where you can make your home and remain there without interruption. The secret location is a cherished and elevated location. In the low place, where all the bottom feeders who feast themselves on the negative are located, it is not found. In the hidden location, there is no room for doubt or doubtful thinking. Those individuals who take pleasure in being pessimistic and sarcastic are not permitted to enter the hidden location. The private area is a place of purity, simplicity, and childlike trust in who I am in your life. Thus, you should let go of any such pollutions by following my advice. Discover the hidden location where the arrow that flies during the day or the pestilence that walks during the night will not be able to discover you while you are being subjected to pressure and forced to flee by circumstances. You will find a spot here alongside me that I have prepared for you. In the event that you seek me with all of your heart, I will be discovered by you, and you will be able to enter this area of sustenance and protection. Put an end to the diversions that are caused by the circumstances and the scenario. When you seek refuge in my pavilion, which is surrounded by the shadow of my all-encompassing presence in your life, the things that are demanding your attention will transform and bow to my hand. For the purpose of walking through life while clothed in my presence, you were created. As a consequence of being robbed of my glory, there is a nakedness that exists in man. I made you so that you would carry my glory within you, and because you would wear my splendor as a shield and an armament against any and all encroachments made by the adversary. Bring yourself to the hidden location, and allow yourself to be encircled by my pinions on this day. According to what the Father has told me today, it is time to clean the house. The time has come to scour your life in order to get rid of those things that are not useful and are simply holding you back. In no way have I summoned you to the everyday or the commonplace. You are destined to fulfill a purpose that was deliberated about long before the planet was even created. Your life and the circumstances of your existence have worked together to obstruct your path with every conceivable form of distraction. At this point, it is time to take stock of the old ways of thinking and routines that are no longer appropriate for the path that I am leading you down. It is imperative that you make the firm decision to cast aside the burdens and, yes, even the sin that would befall and impede you. Make it your goal to see that I have removed every hurdle and put you on the fast track to a full manifestation of my favor today. Let your eyes not spare any cost in setting your heart to follow me no matter what. Make it your desire to see that I have cast up every impediment. At this point, there is no longer any need to wait. When you fully commit yourself to what I promised I would make happen for you, the expansion of step that you have requested will come about as a result of your efforts. No more taking half measures. There are no more hesitant steps. Take a risk. Remember to obey. Resist the urge to give in to fear or to bend down to doubt. To see everything you say and do become as successful as if I had said it or done it, it is your responsibility to take a step within your day and become aware of what it is that you are doing. What was owed has been paid for. The way is unmistakable. The totality of my favor in your life is waiting for you to go up and claim it. Today, the Father instructs you to align your spirit with my spirit. You should do this. When I get closer to you, there will be a manifestation of my presence while you go about your day going about your business. You are going to hear my voice because I am going to direct and guide you. I will always be the one to call to you over your shoulder and announce, "This is the way, walk ye in it." I will never abandon you without providing you with direction. I am the internal guiding system that has been created in your heart to help you overcome every hurdle and barrier that the adversary would put up against you. In spite of the fact that you will see doors where others only see impediments and obstructions, I walk through the walls to find those who cowered in fear. Before the video continue, I request you to join my channel for my financial help or by super thanks. I know the way through the wilderness, says the Father. All you need to do is follow in my footsteps. I have created a highway of holiness that I have constructed by my hand so that the traveler, even if he is a fool, will not make any mistakes traveling along it. I am not implying that you are cunning in any way. It will not be by your own ingenuity that you will be able to steer clear of the strategies that hell has in store for you. Your knowledge is found in me. I am the insight that you possess, and because I take up residence in you and move within you, the outcome is certain. The time has come for you to win. Your steps will be guided by the divine and Holy Ghost time. It is possible that some people will fall behind or fail to meet expectations, but you will always be at the right place at the right moment. Therefore, you should never query or ponder, am I acting in the appropriate manner? It is sufficient to simply pay attention to my voice and to respond with fast obedience. The result will be certain. During this day, the Father tells you that time is not your adversary. In no way are you constrained or governed by the passage of time. I am the one who resides in forever, and I want you to know that I have made a space for you here on earth. It is not too late. Considering that I have time, you also have time. As soon as you put your faith in me, time is redeemed, and the story of my faithfulness is prolonged and established, and it will not be decreased in any way. Refuse to give up on reaching your goals. Put aside the thoughts of those who look down on you and make fun of you. I, the Lord, am the source of your righteousness. It is not based on what other people believe or what they have planned. My will revolves around you as its focal point. In your land, you will be able to witness my faithfulness. There will be a manifestation of my favor. According to the Father, this is a moment of unadulterated revelation. In the circumstances that you are in, I am showing up and showing out. It is not necessary to be concerned or anxious about anything, beloved, for the outcome is certain. It is not true that I have instilled a sense of dread or intimidation in you. You should not be concerned about anything. You should place your expectations in me, And you should be aware that when you surrender to me and live a life of submission, every scheme that hell has devised against you will fail. You do not represent a threat to my favor. It is not your innate qualifications that determine your potential, rather, it is the promise that I have made in my word. You have been given promises that are of an extremely high and priceless value. Take hold of them and do not allow yourself to be dissuaded, for you will witness my goodness in the land of the living and shall experience my blessing in the greatest possible measure. Before the video ends, I would recommend the Holy Bible to read. Please check out the link in the description.